All right, we're getting in breaking inputs from the United States. In fact, the US President-elect Donald Trump has taken to Twitter and attacked the current US President Joe Biden after the deadly strikes in the US. In fact, Trump has taken to X, and let me quote what he has to say. He's saying that our country is a disaster, a laughing stock all over the world. This is what happens when you have open borders with weak, ineffective and virtually non-existent leadership. With Biden's open border policy, I've said many times during rallies and elsewhere that radical Islamic terrorism and other forms of violent crime will become so bad in America that it will become hard to even imagine or believe. That time has come, only worse than ever imagined. Joe Biden is the worst president in the history of America, a complete and total disaster. What he and his group of election interfering thugs have done to our country will not soon be forgotten. MAGA. That is what Donald Trump said on X. But remember, just a while ago, some hours ago, he had also taken to Truth Social to share the same sentiment. And soon after the first attack that had taken place yesterday in New Orleans, Donald Trump was quick to attack Joe Biden's open border policy. He had talked about illegal immigration and how it is the Biden administration, the Democrats, to be blamed for this illegal immigration. Ironically, the attacker in the New Orleans attack has been a documented immigrant. Yes, he also served in Afghanistan. In fact, he is a US war veteran. And that is what makes this extremely significant. Will Donald Trump and his incoming administration now be cracking the whip when it comes to Muslims in the United States is also something we'll have to wait and watch, because remember, in his tweet, the US President-elect has also talked about the threat that Islamic terrorism is posing to the United States. How will the incoming Trump administration operate on that aspect is something we'll have to wait and watch, because as far as the immigration policy is concerned, we all know that neither Donald Trump nor Elon Musk or even Vivek Ramaswamy are against documented immigration, especially when it comes to the labor force. But looking at the security threat that Islamic terrorism is posing, Donald Trump may have to now reshape immigration policies, especially when it comes to people from a particular community. We all know that the New Orleans attacker connived with the ISIS. It's being said to be an ISIS attack. He was operating on the behest of ISIS, is what the FBI has also had to say. The terror module that ISIS is now using, the modus operandi, is something that is currently being probed by the FBI as we speak, in terms of how they are hiring lone wolf attackers. Are they operating online now? And are they encouraging the kind of attacks that happened in New Orleans and even the one in Las Vegas, where we saw the Tesla Cybertruck explode? So all of that is currently being also probed by the FBI. Remember, most of the federal agencies in the United States have been galvanized ever since those attacks happened. And that includes the Justice Department, the State Police, and even the FBI. We await more details in terms of the investigation, but the FBI was quick in condemning these attacks, and they've already established that the New Orleans attack is one that was conducted by the ISIS. And with that, we have some more breaking inputs, in fact, coming in from